Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, welcome, senior class of 2021. It's hard to believe that we're almost getting to the halfway point of your senior year with this semester coming to an end. But there's some things I do need to make sure we get everything covered and make sure that you're aware of so that way as we continue to close out this semester and get ready for second semester. Um, with what's going on and stuff that's going to actually take place so we can kind of go from there. The first thing and the most important thing right now is your grades. We need to make sure that you are doing everything possible to make sure you're turning in the work, doing everything that you need to in the coursework and the classwork that you're actually doing and getting that things turned in so you can actually be getting a grade for each of your assignments. I know that we did have the last grading period, and I was kind of disappointed that we had so many of you seniors that had double Fs that we need to work on that. And I believe our counselors have already been in contact with you, and you do have a plan in place. For a lot of you, it is not the end of the world that the teachers have said that you do have a chance to pass the class at the semester, which is the important part. But you need to make sure that you take care of business, do the work, turn the work in, and to get a grade for that. So just to make sure that you're doing that. So the first and most important part again is your grades. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed with how many seniors we had with double Fs this last grading period. So you need to really buckle down. And those of you that got those, you know who you are. So make sure that you're taking care of business. You have a plan in place so you can take care of that to make sure that you get this the semester grade. If not, we're going to have to be looking at what you're going to have to do second semester to make up those credits so you can make sure that you're graduating on time with your senior class. And on that note, here's some information that I do need to make sure I'm sharing with you. I've been putting it out, but you do need to make sure that you're aware of it. Cap and gowns, you can go through Campus Specialties, and I'll be putting that out again to your parents, and I'll also send that out in your senior email, is that you need to order and put a deposit down before January, because in January, those prices are going to go up. So make sure you are going through Campus Specialties to get your cap and gown announcements and all that stuff ordered on December 4th. December 4th, that's that week we come back from Thanksgiving break. Campus Specialty is going to be here to do a drive-through drop and order form. So you need to make sure that you are aware of that. And again, we'll be putting that information out that from 3 to 5 p.m. on December 4th, Campus Specialties will be here so you can place your orders and do what you need to do to make sure that you order your cap and gown at that particular time. Again, make sure you're doing that now because in January, those prices will go up. So again, make sure you're taking care of all that early on. Also, if you don't already know, our graduation is scheduled for May 10th, and that will be at 2:30 p.m. And it's scheduled for Tingley or to be announced. And so what the district is looking at for this year is that I don't think that they want to do a virtual graduation like we did last year. I think they're looking at different alternatives that we can still have a graduation. It probably won't be at Tingley, but it'll be in another area so we can actually have a graduation. So I do want to make sure that you are part of our graduation ceremony. So make sure you're taking care of business on that end. Also, a lot of you seniors, you need to make sure you're getting in with Mrs. Delgadillo and checking in with her because she has a lot of information on scholarships. She has a lot of information on college entrance, on different types of things that are happening that you need to take advantage of. I know it's a lot harder because it's done through virtual, but she has a wealth of information to share with you that you need to take advantage of all this. You're not at the last minute having to take care of everything that you need to. So make sure you're checking in with Mrs. Delgadillo. She has a lot of information. And we do have another thing that we'll be putting out to you. She will be putting out another thing from UNM for today, that she has some other information from UNM. But again, there's a lot of scholarship information that she has that you need to take advantage of that, because there's more and more money being poured into secondary and higher education than ever before. So you need to make sure that you take advantage of all that. Also, in order to apply for any type of money, there's the FAFSA that needs to be completed. So if you haven't already done so, you need to schedule time with her or to get on the FAFSA website to start doing your FAFSA. If you do not do the FAFSA, you will not be entitled for any type of scholarship money. So whether you qualify or not, you do need to make sure that you do fill out the FAFSA and be in this FAFSA system in order to qualify for any type of scholarships or anything that should be coming your way. So again, there's a lot of information that she has that you need to be attending when she has that stuff, and she does a really good job of sending that stuff out to the seniors. So make sure you're taking advantage of all that as we kind of go forward. Also, what you guys need to do is just, again, make sure you've gotten everything that you need to for your classes. Also, the counselors have been making contact with those students that had failures. If you are on the bubble, make sure you're reaching out to your counselor so that way we can put a plan in place for second semester. We know that this year has been a crazy, crazy year, just the way it started out. And 2020 has been crazy year to begin with, as it is. And then with the school year going the way it has been, it gets even more and more complicated. So make sure you guys are taking care of everything that needs to. Also, make sure that you're reaching out to your counselors for anything, because they do have a lot of information to share with you as well, or to guide you with what needs to be done. So again, just make sure you're reaching out to your counselors. And for scholarship information for higher education, make sure you're reaching out to Mrs. Delgadillo as well. Also, we're in the process of planning for second semester on there. I did send out a student survey. Now we'll send that out again to everybody through, now that I know how to really break down the groups in Synergy email, that for planning purposes, we do need to get some information from each and every one of you, including you seniors, that I do need you to fill out that student survey that we sent out for Valley High School. And what that does is it will help us prepare for second semester. There's a lot of talk now that they're looking at coming back in some type of a hybrid model when we come back in January. How that looks, we do have a plan with what it'll actually look. When it actually and when we're able to actually be doing it is a different story, because a lot of it has to depend on the Department of Health and the CDC guidelines that are coming forth. But we do need you to fill out that student survey that I sent out last night. I will send it out again to all the different groups to make sure that you're filling it out and submitting it to us, because that will give us the information that we need to plan for second semester with the students that are wanting to actually come back, if we're able to go back in a hybrid model. And for those of you that feel more comfortable to stay in the remote, that's fine, but we do need to get that information on there so we can kind of start planning accordingly as we kind of start moving forward for second semester. And like I said earlier, it's hard to believe that we're already at the halfway point of this semester, of the school year, I should say, and it's going by very, very fast. So when we do come back, we actually only have 3 weeks worth of school left. We'll have 2 weeks of actual school, and then that final week will be finals schedule. So make sure that again you're doing everything that needs to be done in your classrooms and taking your final to make sure that you pass this semester. So that way we don't have to look at seeing what credits you need to make up. Also, if you do need to request any type of transcripts or for whatever reason, make sure you're using the parchment to get that out, and our registrar will get you an unofficial copy of your transcript. Also, there was information that was sent out for those of you that haven't taken the ACT. There'll be some ACT dates that are coming up now in the springtime. Make sure you're taking advantage of all that, because like I said, in this crazy year of 2020, and then also with the way the school year has been going out, it's been yeah, it's been a lot more complicated with everything else. And again, I do feel sorry for the way your senior year has ended, and I want to make sure that we end it on a positive note. It's not fair to you that you guys have spent 12 to 13 years of your schooling, and for it to be ending on a remote. So we're going to be trying to do things to be creative, to get you guys more involved, and so you can have a somewhat enjoyable senior year under the conditions that we're actually in. Also, for the rest of this semester, and then also when we come back in January, our student council are going to be doing different types of activities. I strongly encourage you guys to participate in the different types of activities that they're doing, so that way we can kind of make it a fun senior year, and we can kind of make it a more spirited Viking senior year for you guys. So again, make sure you guys are taking advantage of all that. The other thing that I wanted to just to make sure with everybody on there is, now that we're going into the holiday seasons, and I know for some of you it's been more challenging than others. A lot of the dynamics has changed drastically at home just because of the COVID and stuff that's been going on. Again, please make sure you're taking care of yourself, your family, with everything that you do. Make sure you're following all the guidelines if you're out and about. Wear that mask when you're out and about. Make sure you're practicing social distancing. We don't want anything else to be happening to you or to your families during these holiday seasons. There's so many things that are happening that they're going to fall back to back. So that way we don't want to make sure that you don't get the COVID, or your family gets the COVID and it gets really bad for your family. So again, I strongly encourage you to make sure you are following all the safety precautions that are needed. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do, and everything else. So again, if you happen to be going out and traveling or whatever, again, please be safe. Follow all the guidelines that are in place here in New Mexico, and to be safe and to enjoy the Thanksgiving break that we have, and also the Thanksgiving that we actually have coming up now on Thursday of this week. That's all that I have for today. So I want to thank you, seniors, for everything. There is a lot some more information I'll be using email and stuff to get with you. So again, have a safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving. And we look forward to you coming back now on November 30th, so we can finish off this semester. So again, thank you guys, and have an enjoyable rest of this school year and a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.